Okay, so by the time we start gathering all this information and we start getting a better picture and we start getting a better profile of your performance, this is what we're trying to get at, the vision snapshot or a one pager overview. And you will keep this right on your phone, maybe on your iPad, or maybe print it out, put it on your fridge, whatever that is. This is your, I guess, navigation system. Okay, this is where we stand, this is the vision, and we have a plan to get there. Now, initially, when we started, within our framework, people are very clueless as far as the direction that they want to go, and this is where we're actually trying to, where the rubber hits the road. All right, where we actually have an actual direction of where we stand and where we need to go. All right, so you're gonna have this whole information where we got your golden goal right here, which we've already done the previous exercise for it. Your why you're doing this. We got our identity, okay, or the type of person that is gonna be required of you to, get to your golden goal. Now, obviously, getting to your golden goal, it doesn't happen in just 1 week or 1 month. I mean, it takes time for us to get there. Okay, but we're trying to build the foundation for it, okay, or maybe a better foundation for it, if you will. All right, so here's your golden goal. All right, play Champions League in Europe at a top club, be in at least one World Cup, and become a consistent high-impact midfielder. Your why. You got your identity. I'm a disciplined, resilient, coachable, and relentless footballer who prepares like a professional, improves every day. So this is how you show up, okay, from now on. In everywhere you go, all right, as a player, as a person, as a son, as a daughter, whatever it is, okay, this is how you're gonna show up, okay, to it, okay, those are non-negotiables, okay. Is it gonna require a different type of person? Yes, indeed, but you are declaring that this new identity statement, this is the person that you are from now on, because that's the type of person that's going to require for you to get to the next level. All right, so we're already established right here your drivers, okay, your GPS drivers, okay, for the next 90 days, okay, we've established that, these are the three most important drivers that are going to have a higher impact to your performance for the next 90 days. So if we improve decision making, if we improve our sleeping patterns, and if we improve our finishing, then we are moving in the right direction, okay? 90-day sprints, okay? So this is how we are gonna make this happen, okay? So it's not just, all right, decision making. Okay, well, great. How we're gonna get there, okay? What does it take? Okay, what type of actions? What kind of task? What do we need to do? So we're gonna do, for this particular example, I mean, any changes for everybody, okay? This is just a brief example that we've gathered here, but, video analysis for 2 times a week. Maybe you're watching a player that plays in your position and you're studying the game, you're studying the player, okay? Maybe it could be your own previous matches and analyzing your performance along with a coach or somebody that can help you analyze it at least 2 times a week. So if this is a 90-day block, so that's 12 weeks. So you're gonna at least do 8 sessions of this, okay, for this. Yes, 8 sessions, no, 8 sessions every month, okay? So for the next, I did the math wrong right there. So for the next 3 months or 90 days, we're gonna get at least 24 sessions in for video analysis. All right, so consistently get 8 hours or more of sleep, okay? And 3 finishing sessions a week. Now, could it be 2? Yes, okay? But at least we're trying to hit 3 finishing sessions, okay? Maybe 100 shots, okay, within that week. Now, obviously, some weeks are going to change, whatnot. Some weeks you're going to be, a lot more tired. So it's probably not going to be good for you to do, 3 sessions a week. But you're trying to hit that target. Okay, a target that it's probably reachable. And the 90-day outcome. So if you did this, or if you're focusing on this, and if you did this, then this is the outcome that we are expecting, okay, from this action. So these are the actions, and these are the outcomes that we're looking for. And this is what's driving us, to get to our desired destination. Now, mind you, this is just 90-day focus. Probably the next 90 days, this is going to change a little bit or a lot. I don't know. But all of this is for this, okay? Because that's what we're trying to get to, our golden goal, okay? And we're building it through this particular drivers. Now, are there more drivers? Absolutely. But for right now, I want you to just focus on just these 3 drivers. Now, in this particular scenario, some of them can be drivers based out of the technical, or maybe the tactical, or maybe the physical, or maybe the nutritional, or maybe the lifestyle, whatever that is. I mean, those are the 3 drivers that we've determined that are going to be the most important ones for right now, that if improved, will get our performance to a different level. Okay, we should expect to see improvements. And this is what we believe we're going to see after we have implemented this. Okay, now, do I want them to be specific, reachable? Yes, those are the type of outcomes that we are trying to look for. Okay, all right. So this is our 3-year vision. So we have to keep this in mind. That's why this is a snapshot. I want you to keep this so you are seeing this every single day. The 3-year vision: be an impact player, earn a scholarship to a D1 school if that is the case, build elite habits and consistency, and continue to grow on and off the field. All right, so this is the 3-year vision. Can we have some other goals? And yes, obviously, and absolutely yes. And do I want them to be a lot more specific and measurable? Yes, absolutely yes. Okay, so these are the key KPI targets, or key performance indicators. This is where we get a lot more specific, okay, with our targets. Talking about physical, 10-meter flying sprints, my current time, and what is the target? Counter movement jump, the current, and what will be the target. So you're trying to reach this, okay? 505 drill, max velocity, sleep average, 6.5. I mean, this could change, obviously, but for right now, this is what we are trying to look for improvements on, okay? So yes, some of these drivers will help us here, but there's a big but. Decision making, is this decision making gonna improve your 10-meter flying sprint? Obviously not. Okay, but we need to keep some physical targets in here so that we can have an idea of where we stand and where we're trying to go, and what are some of the things that we are doing now. Does it mean that if we have 3 performance drivers out here, we're just going to be focusing on that? Does it mean that we're not going to be focusing if we don't have the physical in here laid out? Does it mean that we're not going to be focusing on that, or we're not going to be working on that? Absolutely not. We are going to be working on some of those elements, okay, or a lot of those elements, but we came to the conclusion that for this particular case, for this particular scenario, this is what we're going to be focusing on. We're still going to be focusing on the physical, for sure. And we need to have numbers for us to, trying to figure out where we stand and where we need to go. Okay. Our core values, there's a sheet. And for mental tools, there's a sheet for this that obviously, we've previously selected some of the values, okay, or how we're going to be showing up. This goes along with your identity. How are we showing up? Okay. What do we represent? Okay, discipline, courage, humility, consistency, growth mindset, focus. Okay, this is what we believe on. Mental tools. What are some of those tools that we need for this process? Thinking about, being 1% better every single day, getting 1% better. Focusing on what we control the controllables. It's data, it's not drama. Okay, don't, for this particular tool, what we want to flip the switch on is not just focusing on the outcome. So, for example, what I'm trying to say is, maybe you had a tournament or you had a match and things didn't go the way you expected it to go. Don't start victimizing or pointing fingers or, putting a lot of drama to it. Just, hey, it's data. All right. It's valuable data. Remember, we either win or we learn. We're trying to learn from this process. And this is a new type of mentality that we need, okay, to keep adjusting and progressing. Okay, this is what it's all about. Okay. Yes, you're not gonna be, reaching your goals every single time or being the MVP every single game. That doesn't happen. Okay. But every single game will give us information, as well as our training session is going to give us information for us to get better. Next play mentality. Okay, don't focus on, don't dwell on a mistake. Okay, it's like, all right, yes, what's next? Okay, needs work. Okay, so what does that mean? All right, instead of saying, well, I am the worst, I am useless, or whatever, that negative self-talk, we just, hey, if we're not getting this yet, it just means that it needs work. Okay, we need to focus on that. And we need to create a plan for us to get this, this is exactly what we're doing. 100% ownership. All right, and obviously, as you saw already, there's a lot more mental tools, but these are some of your go-to tools for this process and for this 90-day sprint. 100% ownership. That means that you take responsibility for your own process, for the things that happen in your journey. Okay, don't point fingers at anybody. Hey, just take responsibility for your own process. Don't expect mom or dad or the coach or whoever else. Don't expect nobody else to just solve things for you. Okay, it's your journey. Yes, can people help you out? Oh, absolutely, yes. And we expect you to, ask for help. But take 100% responsibility for this. And this is why, we need this identity, this new identity, okay, of becoming, that type of person that takes ownership of their process. All right, so this is the vision snapshot. And this is eventually where we want to get our players to get to, because this is our North Star. This is, where we see everything that so far we built everything so we can get to this one pager, and we can continue to look at this because this is going to be our direction, okay, or our navigation system. And obviously, the pathway on how we actually get to our destination and the systems that we are putting in place for this to happen. Okay, but this is essential. This is key.